Flashy cars, expensive watches, first class air travel, CEOs and business owners. Isn't this the criteria of being financially successful? If we see somebody driving a G Wagon, we suddenly think that he must be doing great in his career. If a lady is carrying a Gucci bag, we suddenly think that she must be doing great with her finances. This used to be my naive way of judging the other person's financial success. But as soon as I started my chartered accountancy degree and acquired a bit of financial knowledge, I realized that this is the third person's view of checking the other person's financial success, which is very, very often wrong. Behind all this bling and show, there might be a different picture. That expensive Rolex might be purchased on a credit card, or that person might be drowning in debt. So, all these visual aspects that show you that a person is doing financially good might not always be true. Over the last 11 years in my finance experience with four of the best MNCs globally, I have developed a simple 7-step technique just to judge if a person is doing good financially or not. Before we start, if you like this sort of content, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel so we can grow faster. Step number 1. Check if you have put 6 to 8 months worth of fixed expenses in an emergency fund. If yes, that's great, because that means that your orientation towards your finances is correct. If not, then you have definitely got some work to do. There is a concept known as hyperbolic discounting, which is a human tendency to choose a smaller and sooner reward rather than a bigger and later reward. And so we tend to spend the money we get right away instead of saving it for the rainy days. Now, as soon as I accumulated 6 to 8 months worth of fixed expenses in an emergency fund, my whole orientation towards the finances changed altogether, and I started looking forward towards saving and investing and other stuff. Step number 2. Check what is the last 6 months of your investing pattern. Have you been investing in stocks, real estate, or cryptocurrency or the like? If that trend is increasing or even staying constant, then that means you are on the right path. But if you're not investing or your trend has been decreasing, then you need to check where is the leakage. My first investment lesson came from Warren Buffett way back when he said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And it sparked a motivation within me to save and invest and reap the benefits of compound investing. Step number 3. You need to check if you have clear career targets in your mind. If yes, that's great. But if you, like most of the people around you, are working day to day, living paycheck to paycheck, without investing, without saving, then you are certainly working your way towards doom. Since the start of my career, I have always had this dream of building something of my own, becoming an entrepreneur, and giving my version of a solution to the world, and to leave a legacy behind. And since that day, I have been working towards my goal. So even if I'm doing a task that I do not like, or if I am doing a task which I'm not great at, I'm still motivated because I know that that step is essential to achieve my lifelong journey of becoming an entrepreneur. And even if I took only one step towards achieving that goal, it gave me that contentment and pleasure of achieving something, of an accomplishment every single day. There is a concept known as ostrich effect, which is the cognitive bias that causes people to avoid information that they perceive as potentially unpleasant. And this stops us from accepting the fact that we are leading our life on a blind path. So today, stop and decide what is your end goal, what is your end game. Is that the FIRE concept that you want to retire early, or you want to retire later in your life with stable cash flows? You need to stop and decide, define your end game, and then proceed on that path. Step number 4. How many sources of income are you relying on? In simple words, have you put all your eggs in the same basket, or your income streams are well diversified? Have you hedged your high-risk cryptocurrency investment with that relatively stable treasury bonds? Are you simply relying on your job income and not saving and investing in those high dividend yields? The only person not concerned about recession today is the person who knows that has multiple streams of income and has a well-diversified investment portfolio. So, in bad days, if one of his investments doesn't do good, the other is making up for it, and the whole portfolio is either stable or growing. Step number 5. Has your focus shifted from just making money to building networks? Now, as soon as I completed my first money target, my focus shifted from making money to building my own credibility, because I knew that now I have my investments paying off my fixed expenses. I needed to broaden my horizon and build my credibility with the network. The richest people in the world look for and build networks. Everyone else looks for work. Now, this is the famous line said by Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which tells us the importance of building connections in this world. Now, money will do wonders if you use it effectively, but your network will help you cross bridges which would not be possible otherwise. Your university alumni, your work colleagues, and even your friends. This is your network that builds your professional credibility. Now, I'm proud to say that I'm still in touch with 25 of my 35 schoolmates back from school. This is the power of strong schooling, and this practically is the first networking you make in this world. Step number 6. If your focus has shifted from making money to creating a legacy, then you have achieved something in your career that most people will never achieve in their full careers. Have you seen those famous people writing a book to document their achievements in life? Or a wealthy and famous person giving their name to a building or a research lab so that their name lives even after they die? This is the ultimate accomplishment and the perfect way to end your career. A perfect conclusion, the best reward. Which brings us to the last step to check if somebody is doing great in their financial careers. If your focus has shifted from just earning money to giving back to the society, that means that you have achieved everything in your career. You have earned so much that you don't need any more. And that is why your focus has shifted from earning to giving back to the society in the best way you can. Just notice Bill and Melinda Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, and Michael Bloomberg. They all have their own organizations and foundations which are doing good in some way towards the society around them. So there you have it, the 7-step technique to check if somebody is doing great in their financial careers. If you liked the video, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel so we can grow faster and bring you more productive content like this. Till next video, have a great day everyone.